Hi there, this is Avra. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about Google Drive. It is absolutely one of my favorite things in the world. So what is it? Well, it's Google's powerhouse. It's Google's hub for all of their products. It is online storage space. So there are a lot of different online storage space programs out there these days. I found one that wasn't Google Drive about 5 to 7 years ago and absolutely fell in love with it because what it meant was that I could save my files not just on my computer, but I could also put them in the cloud. The thing with that program that I used is that it got pretty costly after a while, and I was trying to earn more storage space for free by getting my friends to sign up, and it kind of became a hassle. So when I met Google Drive, I just stopped looking at anything else and just used it. So it is free with a Google account. Google accounts are free for anyone, and if you're an educator and you have a Google Apps for Education account, it's also free for you. Basically, bottom line, it means that you can take files and you can put them into Google's servers, and that means that they're accessible to you anywhere in the world as long as you're connected to the internet. So any device, doesn't matter if you have an Android phone like a Samsung or an iPhone, an iPad, whether you're on an Apple computer or whether you're on a PC, it doesn't matter at all. As long as you can get to the internet, you can get to your stuff. So why should we use Google Drive? Well, to begin with, it starts you out with 15 gigabytes of free Google storage. So when I was talking about that other program I used before, I think I started out with maybe 2 gigs. And with all of my photos of my kids, being a mom, I've got tons of those, that very rapidly was getting filled up. So I love the immediate 15 gigabytes of free storage. Google Apps for Education users have unlimited storage. So that's amazing. That's just absolutely second to none. So basically what you're able to do is you're able to take your pictures, your documents, anything you have, a drawing, a recording, a video. If you take a video on your iPad or you take a video on your phone and you want to keep it not just on your phone in case you lose your phone or something happens to your phone, you can just upload it to the cloud, to Google Drive, and you'll have what you need. Also, you can share all of your files within Google Drive. So that's also a wonderful, magical thing. You can feel safe and secure knowing that the encryption is there. It's the same kind of security protocol that Google uses for all of their services, including Gmail. You can choose how much you want to share, what level of permission you want to give to people. So you can allow people to either just view your files, or in some cases you may allow them to collaborate with you on your files, which we can talk about in another video. And also, Google Drive integrates beautifully with all of its products. So for example, if you're already a Gmail user, you may have noticed before that when you get an email with an attachment, if you put your mouse over the attachment, you'll see a bubble pop up that asks you if you'd like to save it to your Google Drive. So no longer do you have to download it and put it on the computer that you're on. You can actually just immediately, with just one click, save it right to your Google Drive. So it's amazing. Also, if you are a little bit more advanced and you're building a Google site, your Drive files are all accessible and can easily be included. So you'll just be able to insert videos straight from your Drive, insert pictures, insert documents, and all of that. It's glorious. So where can we find Google Drive? How can we use it? Well, in any web browser. Doesn't matter if you're using Google Chrome, although I don't know why you would use anything but Google Chrome. But from any web browser, Internet Explorer, Firefox, any of them, you can simply go to your address bar and type in drive.google.com. You don't need www. You can type the https:// but you don't have to. So my suggestion would just be to type in drive.google.com. And if you're already logged into your Google account, so for example, you're already checking your Gmail or you're already using Google Docs, it'll immediately take you to your Drive. If you're not logged in, it's going to direct you to do so. If you don't have an account, you can sign up also. So if you're in Google Chrome, though, you can use the app launcher to get to Drive. And if you're not sure how to do that, this is a link, and so is this, to informational videos about the apps launcher and about the Chrome Web Store. And then if you're on a mobile device, you can, if you're on an Android phone or an Android tablet, you can go over to the Google Play Store and search Google Drive, and you'll find the app for that, or you can use your App Store if you're on an iOS device. searching in Drive is easy and it's powerful. Basically, Google started out as a search engine, and it's one of the best and most powerful search engines in the world. Well, what they've done is they've taken their search engine and they have included it and integrated it into all of their products. So when you save stuff in your Google Drive, even if you don't have a very good organizational schema, even if you don't give it a very good file name, you can find stuff. You can do keyword searches. It's going to search all the way through your file names and the text within your documents. But also, it's amazing, but Drive can actually recognize some images in some objects in your images. So for example, as this little picture shows, if you have a picture of the Eiffel Tower saved in your Drive, but it is given a different name, it's not given the name Eiffel Tower. Say you named it Vacation 2014. Well, or like in this case, maybe Paris 2014 images. It'll actually pick out the picture of the Eiffel Tower and find it. It's incredible. It's very, very smart. You can also create using Drive. So when you're in Google Drive, you can actually just go in and go to create, and you'll be able to create a document, a sheet, a presentation. Those are all programs that are similar to Microsoft Office products, except they're free. And we'll talk about them in other videos, but they are, there's an option to be able to create right within them. Also, there's an option to link other apps to Google Drive, and we'll talk about that in another video too. But so basically just endless options. Oh my gosh, one of my very favorite things. The Drive for Android app is incredible. You can scan paper documents and they will immediately become PDFs and they'll go right to your Drive. So you can get yourself super organized and paper free. I know that paper is absolutely something that just inundates me and I am bogged down by it constantly. And this is a way to be able to make a quick PDF of a receipt, of a letter, of a bank statement, of anything that you want. And then last but not least, you can work offline with Drive. There's an option to turn on offline files, It sounds funny. But when you do that, then even when you don't have access to the internet, it will have synced them to your device so that way then even if you're in an airplane and you don't have Wi-Fi, or if you're at a hotel and Wi-Fi costs money and you don't want to pay for it, or you're simply at work and internet's gone down, you can still access your files. So there are just about 100 million reasons to use Google Drive. These are just some of them, and I thank you for watching.